What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. This is the channel where we sit down and cover different comic book stories from different comic book companies. Today, we are going to jump back over to Marvel Comics and continue our coverage over Johnathan Hickman's Avengers and New Avengers run, The Incursions. Now, we're going to jump back over to Avengers and pick back up with Avengers number 7, 8, and 9. Now, this story right here gives us the White Event. It gives us a better understanding of what the White Event was, but to also learn there were some more moving pieces behind the scenes. And with that being said, I do hope you enjoy today's comic book video. And if you do, please hit that like button down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoy today's comic book video. We pick up in the superflow. The superflow is the informational space between universes. Now, we actually see the builders have made creatures known as the caretakers and the curators as a way to watch the superflow and help them shape the universes. Remember that the builders were the first beings in the universe and began the process of shaping the universe in their image. Now, focusing on this caretaker, he's getting word from the curator that many other stations in different parts of the superflow that were tasked to watch over different universes are dying. We know why, the incursions, but this is caretaker is in charge of the big one, and he tells the curator to begin the White Event in each of the surviving universes, hoping to help the universes prepare for what to come. Most of these universes don't get the White Event, except one, and that is the main Marvel universe. But then we jump to Earth, where we saw the White Event had already started and there was a bright light. Now, that bright light is going to be important down the road, but for now, focusing on Adam, because Adam, the character that looks black, was made by a character known as Ex Nihilo. Adam was made by Ex Nihilo to be the perfect human and lead the new version of the human race in a new kind of world. I'm going to explain more of that here later on, but for now, Adam was changed, no longer being a perfect human to lead the human race. He became a night mask, something completely different because of this White Event. You then have Captain Universe tell him to tell the Avengers what is going on. We then pick up with these random moments that are actually very important because each moment takes place 1 hour apart from each other, starting with 5 hours ago. Now, the only reason we pick up with these random moments and these random people because of what Adam said. He needs to find the others. These other people could be important for this White Event. The way you have Hickman writing this, he's making you think that these random people could be very important for the story, but in reality, only one of them are, and that one person is going to become something new and powerful for the world. But getting back to the Avengers and Adam, that is the moment you actually have Adam explain more about the White Event, telling us that a White Event is when a planet is about to change on a universal level. There are usually heralds chosen for this White Event, which we are going to learn who the herald is in a moment. Usually leads the new world in the correct direction. But the Night Mask are people who help this chosen herald lead the planet in this new evolved state. The problem is that there should have been more than one Night Mask, and Adam is the only one there, which tells him something is wrong with the universe, but in reality, the multiverse. But with Adam using the machines of Tony Stark, he was able to figure out that someone at a college was just chosen to be the Starbrand, the herald chosen by the White Event. So all of those moments we saw a moment ago, they were showing us someone was there at the college being chosen to become the Starbrand. Now, when the Avengers arrive at this college to see what had happened who was chosen to be this new Starbrand, well, they come to find out that everything is wrecked. Nothing is around anymore. But when they get closer to see who was the chosen one, well, they come to find out it is just a random boy who is completely naked and confused on what in the world had happened to him. Except we get one more page that shows us those moments where we saw different people thinking that one of them could have been the Starbrand, but in reality, it was him. He was the chosen one, and he was there in each of those moments. Now, this is the moment where we actually see the Avengers messing up. Because yes, they're coming here to help this kid. Also, to get an idea what in the world is going on. How they are coming at this kid is all wrong. Because right now, he is lying in a pile of dead bodies. Everyone in this college was killed because when he was chosen, a high amount of energy was released. But the Avengers also come with all of these powerhouse characters the world knows. Now, he does tell the Avengers his name, Kevin Connor, who was your perfect quiet child. He never been in any kind of trouble, but either way, that is the moment he begins to freak out because of the dead bodies, meaning that he is about to go active and could cause more damage. You have everyone wanting to step back to let him release this unknown power energy. Well, I say everyone except the Hulk, because the Hulk thinks he can handle this and maybe help this kid calm down, because the kid is freaking out because what just had happened to him. Except when the Hulk gets closer to Connor, well, that is the moment we see Connor sending the Hulk right out into space. This is just showing a small glimpse of how powerful this new Starbrand character is and how powerful he can still become down the road. But that is the moment where you actually have the Avengers fighting against Starbrand. Now, they're not trying to fight against him in a way kind of like he is some kind of bad guy that must be stopped, but in reality, they're fighting against him because they need him to calm down, because they're afraid what he is able to do. Because when they arrived, all they saw were a bunch of dead bodies. Of course, all of these college kids and professors who had died when Connor was chosen to become the new Starbrand character. But while the battle is going on, there are two characters who are not fighting in this battle, which is Adam and also Captain Universe. Now, there is a good reason why these two characters are right now not fighting alongside with the Avengers, because they're trying to figure out what in the world is going on. Because to these two characters, there was some kind of system the builders have made, and that system is now broken, and for some strange reason, there's now a random Starbrand on Earth. Now, we know why the system is broken, because what happened back in the superflow. But either way, you do have the Avengers being able to grab onto Starbrand and hoping that they'll be able to actually capture him. But then we see Adam finally step in to tell the Avengers stop what they're doing, and that he'll be able to actually kind of give Connor some kind of answers on what in the world is going on. And so that is the moment where you actually have Adam disappear with Connor and they go into the superflow. But when Adam and Connor arrive at the superflow, well, that is the moment you have Adam realize what had happened with the white event. Because remember, when it came to Adam and Captain Universe, they said the universe is broken. The system is broken. The white event is not going as planned. And because the white event is not going as planned, there had to be a reason. Well, we saw that reason. The superflow fell apart. It was destroyed. This system that was built by the builders is now gone. And so for Adam, he's kind of like, this is why the white event did not go as planned, because what happened here in the superflow. But now the question is, what actually happened here in the superflow to cause all this mess to happen in the first place? Now we kind of have an idea. It's the incursions. But for Adam, he has no idea about the incursions yet. Really, the only people who know is on Earth, the Illuminati. And so right now you have Adam telling all this new information over to Connor about the superflow, the white event, and him being the Starbrand. But now they have more answers. They have more questions that need answers. And so right now you have Adam saying there is only one person who can actually tell him what happened here. But we do jump back over to the Avengers. And when we do, you actually have the Avengers right now trying to think, what in the world are they going to do with Connor? Because he just disappeared with Adam. Now they have two powerful characters out there on their own and have no idea what in the world they can do. But that is the moment you actually have Tony Stark tell Steve Rogers that he was able to put some kind of tracker on Adam. Because remember, in our last Avengers video, Adam was working with Tony Stark to kind of learn the language that Adam was speaking when he first arrived on Earth, builder code. But then you have Tony Stark freak out because Adam just teleported with Connor to Mars. And of course, on Mars, there is only one person that Adam would go to that is on Mars. And of course, that person is Ex Nihilo. And let's not forget, Ex Nihilo was the one who created Adam, because Ex Nihilo was sent by the builders as a way to kind of judge different planets to see if the race on that planet should be destroyed or should be kind of revived or evolved in a new way. And so when he came to Mars, he brought Mars back to life, but he was trying to make Earth the next change in the universe. He was trying to evolve the human race. But the problem is now, Adam is here because he feels like Ex Nihilo might know something about why the superflow thing happened and why the white event happened as well. Now, this is the moment where everything comes together, because you actually have us get a better understanding why the white event happened on Earth. Because when the white event happens, it usually means a planet is about to go through a universal change. So the question is now, why Earth was chosen to go through the event? How is the Earth going through a change? That is the moment we kind of find out why. Because when Abyss, the sister of Ex Nihilo, goes on to analyze Adam, that is the moment we kind of find out Ex Nihilo has done more to the Earth than he let on in our first Avengers video. Remember, he sent down genetic bombs as a way to evolve the Earth, to make it better. Only a few areas are dealing with those genetic bombs that crash. Except that is the moment you have Ex Nihilo say he was also changing the planet. Each of those bombs are working together to actually make the Earth a sentient planet. And that is huge. He is trying to give Earth some kind of life, a mind of its own. And that is huge. That is the moment that explains why the white event was chosen for Earth. Yes, the white event system was broken thanks to the superflow incident, but the reason why Earth was chosen is because it is going through a universal change. Thanks to Ex Nihilo, the Earth is about to become a living planet. And since the Avengers told Ex Nihilo and his sister to stay away from Earth, Ex Nihilo can't stop the process. The Earth is going through a change, and Adam needs to be the one to kill the life of the Earth. Let's not forget, the Avengers have been tracking Adam and Connor, and they know that he is on Mars. So you have the Avengers wanting to go to Mars, but that is the moment where you actually have Tony Stark say that Adam and Connor are back on Earth. and they are at one of the spots the bombs ex nihilo had made crash at. So we see Adam and Connor arrive at the spot, but these spots have been quarantined, and also meaning that no one is allowed to be in the area, except when Connor and Adam arrive, well, that is the moment these cocoons begin to hatch, and these creatures begin to speak Builder's code, the builder language of the builders, the first being in the universe. Then they come together to create some kind of singular creature, which tells us that this is supposed to be the brain for the new life the planet is supposed to have. Except when this brain begins the process of trying to absorb Adam and Connor, well, that is the moment Connor's Starbrand powers begin to go crazy and he quickly blows up the brain, killing it. But that is the moment you actually have the Avengers arrive, and they want to capture Adam and Connor because they feel like these two characters are too powerful to have out there in the world. Except, of course, these two guys don't want to be captured at all and want to leave to learn more about what is happening with the planet. Of course, the Avengers say no, and so of course it leads into a big battle between the two sides. And this battle does go on for a few pages, except once we arrive at the end of the fight, that is when we see Connor and Adam actually letting the Avengers take them in. But of course, where can you hold something like these guys who are so powerful? Well, that is the moment we see that the Avengers have put them in Tony Stark's Dyson Spear he made over in New Avengers. Because remember, the Dyson Spear was a weapon made to help the Illuminati deal with the incursions. Because the Dyson Spear has the ability to use the sun as a weapon, but now Adam and Connor are locked inside the Dyson Spear, and that is where the story ends for now, for more mayhem to happen down the road. But this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please hit the like button down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoyed today's comic book video.